Do you know these videos you see on YouTube with this really attractive couple who are sort of in their mid-20s and they're driving their 1968 VW campervan down the beach? And I said I wasn't going to do anything like that. Well, I'm going to change my mind. Here you are. I'm going to show you a van being parked on a pile of sand. How's that sound? That is almost the same sort of thing. This thing here called Beachy Van 540. And before I go any further, I need to point out that parking your van on the beach is not a good idea, and anybody who's done it will back me up on this one. Parking your van next to the beach, now that is a good idea, and that's very pleasant. Well, if you can put up the sound of the sea, because sometimes, you know, the sea isn't all that great to hear. I recall once I was at a hotel, bang on, it was on the beach, the hotel was on the beach, and I could hear this racket all night of the sea. And it was like it used to be when you go to sleep in front of the television, and you know the television ended at like whatever it was, midnight or 11:30 or something, and you had this noise. Anyway, that aside, this is the Beachy van. It comes from Hobby. Its production will start in the summer of 2022. Production, right? Production. You want one of these, you're going to have to wait until 2023, almost certainly, unless you sort of, well, no, it's too late to say I want it now, because people said I want it now. Well, already have ordered it. This is on a Citroen jumper. What's interesting, it's only 541 centimeters in length. What's the price? Haven't got one for you, but yeah, I could, I could hesitate. I don't like hazarding a guess, but I think it's going to be around 48, something like that, thousand. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I mean, don't turn up there and say, "Hang on, I saw this video and it said it was going to cost 48,000 euros. So why is it costing 250,000?" Anyway, I'm just offering a guess. And obviously, my excuse is going to be, well, I was referring to no equipment level, wasn't I? You know, no wheels on it or anything like that. Right. This actually very much lives up to its name, and as far as a concept van goes, I think this has got a lot of the Volkswagen Camper 1968 about it. A great deal indeed. Hasn't got a shower, hasn't got a toilet, so it does, however, have enough space to sleep 4, probably more. So it looks good, particularly with this decor. Good job on the decor, doing it up. Let's now, I'll go back down here. Start at the start, which is up here, and we'll go up to the top. Good job, I'm not scared of heights. There you go. There is the tent in the roof, which appears to be up to its maximum. It looks to me as though it's not particularly high actually, but I think they all come in the same size anyway. You've got slats there, so it should be relatively comfortable if you don't mind being without a toilet. And you've got some lights here, and so that sort of looks all like, oh, you've got a light here. Oh, look at that. Doesn't and you've got some electricity here as well. Don't often see that. So you got the works as far as this is concerned. Now, some of these tents in the roofs these days, there was a Lippert component, they showed how they can actually put in air conditioning and heating into your tent in the roof. Right, not bad. Now, this chair here looks a bit sort of I'm going to say it looks modern, because it's not practical, but it sort of looks a bit modern. It will, of course, come out. You've got these runners down here to put things like chairs, kennels, or anything else that comes with the appropriate equipment to go down there. There obviously must be something here. I wonder what it could be. Bit of storage. What about this side? Sorry. Bit more storage. Here we've got your no, sorry, this is your table would fit there onto this. If I can only find the table, anyway, it seems to have disappeared. If it was ever here in the first place. This, I put to you, is the container for the toilet, which is conveniently placed next to the fridge, so you can therefore multitask with a fridge that opens in 2 directions. That's what I'm into, saving time. No point in wasting time, just doing one job. We've got one of these things here. The gas doesn't last very long, so you might want to carry a few spare cassettes of that. And you've got over there a sink as well, which might come in handy. Unfortunately, this thing here doesn't come out, otherwise you could have stuck it through the window and at least wash the sand off your body. I'd walk down out there, but in the background you can hear these hoovers going off, you know, and I have absolute respect for people's work, particularly the people who are doing this type of a job, and I don't want to start trailing sand all over their nice clean stand. Right, well anyway, this comes away to reveal what appears to be the bed. So you could make the bed here. Note one thing though, that there is no provision for storage under the bed at all. Okay, this will all move up, and it can allow you to put a bicycle or 2, quad bike, pet rhinoceros, anything like that could sort of stay here. And I just don't want to walk on the sand. Right, okay, well, what do you think of that? Well, I'll give you my opinion. I congratulate Hobby for thinking out of the box. On the other hand, it's not practical. It's, you know, it looks good. It's a delivery van with some stuff inside, and yeah, it's a pity. You know, 541 centimeter van. It's a lot of space. It's always a lot of space. You can park it in easily, but at the same time, it's got a lot of space inside. As in this layout, but it's got a lot of space inside because the things you're likely to need are not here. My opinion is, don't get a van without a shower. Don't get a van without a proper toilet. I mean, it could be that it doesn't bother you using a porta potty in full view of everybody, but I think it bothers most people. So that's my thought. I mean, this would be all right if having a sort of if they made a sort of really big one that could turn it into a bar. That would look all right. You know, and then they could park it on the beach. It wouldn't make the slightest bit of difference about getting stuck in the sand. You know, you drive onto sand when it's wet and there's no problems. Then it dries. Then you want to go, and you got all sorts of problems. Anyway, somebody told me what you're supposed to do is let the air out your tires, and then you move off the beach. Fair amount of USBs though, so they have thought of that. And of course, what van would not have an insect net? There. Oh, and a bit of storage there. Don't know what that is. It looks curious, but I don't know what it is. 6-speed gearbox, 541 centimeters in length, 205 in width. Look, I'll show you. I want to show you the entire stand actually, because this really is. So I've got a beachy mini caravan. No, it's not a caravan. I'm going to call it a caravan. It's not really a mini caravan. A small caravan. To the beach. The beach story. The beach story, they say, is keep it simple. So it looks great, but if you want to listen to the opinion of somebody who's been living in a van for 10 years, it's not a good idea. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you found that interesting and illuminating. And congratulations for Hobby for doing it once more, for thinking about it. It could be improved upon, in which case I'll come back and say, hey, that's really good. But until they've put proper facilities inside it for washing and for the toilet, then I have to advise against it. Thanks. All the best in Dusseldorf.